exciting. So one thing I will talk about is the alcohol resin. So through the years, people are doing a lot of different things with alcohol inks. They're doing things for their home, they're doing coasters, they're doing art pieces, and they want a way to seal it. And there are a lot of different ways to seal alcohol inks. There are different products. They don't have to be sealed if you're just using it from a craft perspective, but if you are going to use it for something that's more fine art or home deck, you do need a durable sealer. Kmart varnish, that's a spray varnish, that will fix or seal the color, but to give it a true durable finish, any type of resin product will work. We found that there's different resins though on the market depending on what their application are that contain chemicals that will interact with the color. So Ranger just created a resin, it's just a clear resin kit. You get 2 bottles, you mix equal parts of it and you pour it on at self levels and it will seal the alcohol inks. And it's really quite cool because I think it gives it such a glass-like finish. It's pretty amazing.
Like a lot of resins, you've got the oxygen bubbles.
It will bubble, so so the whole deal with the resin, you do equal parts, there's a mixing cup, it's perfectly even. You mix it for 3 minutes, let it set for 5, pour it on, use a torch or a heat tool, pop the bubbles, and then this is what I learned, totally learned this, because I used resin for the first time before the show. I'm like, ooh, because I don't do the cabochon kind of thing, but this was interesting. Then after 30 minutes, you can heat it again, and that like gets the second round of bubbles, which I didn't know. But you know me, I'm like, ooh, texture, bubbles. Yeah, I'll go grab my art piece off the wall. I'll be right back. They won't like this, but. So this is what I did for the designer spotlight, because I had a bazillion questions when I was using resin, like, how would the resin look over the alloys? Well, you can still see it. When the light hits it, you'll still see those little veins of metallic. How would the resin work over lift ink? So this is the alcohol lift ink that I stamped the flourish, I used my stencil. Would the resin cover that? Nope, it didn't. How would it work over archival ink? Perfect. I stamped first generation, second generation, because I wanted to see would it fade the archival, right? Didn't, kept it at the same intensity. And then I even used rub-ons. So I used some remnant rubs under there. I'm like, will it eat the rub-ons and make it lift? So, no. Well, this text is stamped. This is stamped in lift ink, and this text is a rub-on. And then my next thing was like, how much resin do I need? So this was literally 1 little cup. That was it. 1 cup did the whole thing. I just poured it on. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna need to make more. But YouTube said I could make more, so I wasn't worried. And then I just let it set. And I mean, it's pretty unbelievable the depth and look that you get with resin on there. Really cool. And I don't mind a few bubbles. That would be, what I learned. But I like that. I think seeing alcohol inks used in so many different ways, like I mentioned that in Facebook Live, it's just come such a long way, Before it was glossy paper and we did polished stone and it was like woohoo! And now with all these different substrates of Yupo and sparkle and hardcore panels and people using it on ceramic tiles and so many things and doing so many different kind of art with it, it's a whole different category on its own now. It just has become its own thing, and I love that. There's so many different groups out there that you can join to learn about different ways to use alcohol ink. It's just awesome. So if you have it in your shop, or if you're a designer, a maker, a blogger, and you haven't experimented with this, you should. It's a wild medium. It's everything from beads to jewelry to home deck. It's pretty fascinating. So
thanks for watching. Be sure to give our video a thumbs up and subscribe to Scrap Time videos for all the Creativation 2020 coverage.